Hello, anybody, somebody, nobody who may never see this. This is Siegfried Alexander Faust, the Whiff. Come back at you some more Warhammer 40k. Gonna be finishing up with the Xenos factions now. I'm gonna start off with my favorite, which is gonna be Necrons. So with Arcs of Omen, with the change to the OBSEC and because of the removal of the Silent King cheese, it was a bit OP and need to get fixed. Unfortunately, there are some good other options, but I just feel like the OBSEC is still the primal, primo pick. And people have complained about it because what GW did was just made it so you can't take the OBSEC with any other secondary if you're doing custom, but now you'll just go Nihilek, which is dumb. So I'm building Nihilek. Unfortunately, I don't have the big cheese Trazen in here because he doesn't have Hand of the Pharaon. If it was a Pharaon, it'd be different. I would run him. Unfortunate. With that said, I have 3 6-man Scorpex squads so I can get the double Reap Blades. I have 2 9-man Reapers, Scarab Swarms, bleh, and that's going to be helping me control objectives, and then you can even, for CP, just target them with the Canoptic Reanimators, or just start it on them, so they'll absorb damage if your opponent doesn't have long range to blast your warriors. If they do, then you just target warriors. You have 2 20-man warrior blobs with Reapers. Yes, you could change it out for the rapid fire, but I think having the Strength 5 AP2 on them is superior, along with, at least you have the option if you need to advance to get in range, etc. But they're just supposed to be holding the objective anyway. A breach into midfield. The ones in your backline are going to be the 10-man Immortal squad, and you definitely want the Gauss Blaster on them because you want to get the, if you really desperately needed, the CP strats to just do auto hits, exploding and shit, and just buff them up. 2 Crypto Thralls, which you can use to zone deep strikes if you need to, or just pump them up with the Technomancer that is right here. The Technomancer does not have the cloak. He has the control node. The reason for that is to buff the Crypto Thralls and the Scarab Swarms. A Lord and Overlord. The Lord is going to have the Eternity Orb relic with Resurrection Orb, so you get that juicy, extra powerful Resurrection Orb. And then the Overlord is going to have Resurrection Orb, but his relic is actually going to be the Void Reaper on his War Scythe, just to make it even more powerful. And then he's going to have a Res Orb anyway, but I gave him Pharaon, which is an expensive sync to do, but it really pumps up the options you have in your list to just constantly give my will be done. Unfortunately, I don't have the Veil of Shadows. I think it's a little bit overhyped. It's good, and you could bring it, but this list is already so CP heavy. I think I start at 0 to 1 CP, maybe, just because of all these bonuses. So what, you still could do it. I personally just don't like it myself. But it is definitely an option if you want to consider. I do have, though, the Hexmark Destroyer with the Gauntlet, the Conflagulator, because if you fight anything that's 10 man or more, he will just wreck. It is very spooky. He gets underestimated because people have stopped bringing 10 man or horde-based armies for the most part, so he doesn't come into play as often, just like the Kelemorph for Genestealer Cult. But God forbid you get the Kelemorph, Billy the Kid with its Wormtooth rounds, or Hexmark Destroyer with the Gauntlet, because it is pistol, so you can get that relic upgrade on him. He will just bring out the damage. Let's see. 3.5 minutes. Yeah, Necrons are my favorite army to play, but I don't play them as much as some other stuff because they don't have a high win rate, and sometimes it can be really iffy. Like, I've had a few times where I lose 100% of my Necron warriors barely, because if I just have one left, then I'll bring back a shit ton, and so it's very unfortunate, some feel bad moments, and they just got other stuff nerfed back and forth. But overall, I still think fun army, and the secondaries needed to get nerfed, and so that is better now. With that said, if you like my content, please like, share, and subscribe. I always enjoy good, genuine feedback, constructive criticism that's, well-natured. If you want this list or any of my other lists, please check out down below in the description box, and you'll see the Google Drive link, and you can use that to access every single Battlescribe list for every single faction. These are all competitive armies, and I highly recommend you check them out. Have fun with you and your friends. Also, I'll have a mod coming up soon-ish that'll have all the armies available on Tabletop Simulator, and so you can just get them, and they're all pre-yellow scribed. You don't have to go through the process. Just plug and play, grab them, and start going. With that said, take care, and game on, gamers. Later.